Prince Harry, once the monarchy's charismatic rebel, envisioned his exit from royal duties as a gateway to freedom and global influence. Instead, at the 2025 Dorian Television Awards, he faced a brutal reckoning. Expecting the reverence of his former title, His Royal Highness, Harry was blindsided when organizers, bound by his 2020 Megxit agreement, introduced him as Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. His dramatic walkout, storming through a glittering Hollywood gala as cameras captured every step, ignited a social media inferno, with hashtags like #Prince of Entitlement and #Royal Meltdown trending worldwide. This wasn't merely a dispute over protocol. It was a clash between a prince clinging to royal privilege and a Hollywood that bows to buzz, not bloodlines. As Harry and Meghan's empire teeters, financial ruin looming, Netflix deals fading, and public trust eroding, the Dorian debacle exposes a man out of step with his new world, set against the monarchy's unshakable poise. On the 12th of July, 2025, the Dorian Television Awards, hosted by Galeica, the Society of LGBTQ Entertainment Critics in Los Angeles, buzzed with streaming moguls, boundary-pushing actors, and cultural tastemakers. Harry, attending solo, arrived with high expectations, his team having emailed organizers days earlier with a non-negotiable demand: introduce him as His Royal Highness, Prince Harry. This request defied the 2020 Megxit agreement, which stripped Harry and Meghan of HRH titles for commercial use after they stepped back from royal duties. Galeica, prioritizing protocol over pomp, politely declined, opting for Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. The moment arrived during the gala's opening. As the host, a sharp-witted comedian announced, "Please welcome Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex." The room's applause masked a brewing storm. Harry's face froze, jaw clenched, eyes narrowed, lips a thin line of fury. Instead of striding to the podium to present an award for diversity in television, he remained seated, statue-like, as whispers rippled through the crowd. Then, in a moment that stunned the room, he rose, not to speak, but to storm out, shoving through double doors with a force that echoed across the marble floor. Gasps followed, phones emerged, and within minutes, a 15-second clip of his exit exploded online, amassing 10 million views on X by midnight. TikTok memes dubbed him the Tantrum King, with one viral post showing a toddler in a plastic crown captioned, "Harry, when they skip HRH." Vocal media called it a masterclass in how Hollywood doesn't bow to royal egos. Harry's outburst reflects a deeper struggle to reconcile his royal past with his Hollywood present. Since Megxit, he and Meghan have built a $100 million empire, $20 million Netflix deals, a $20 million Spotify contract, cancelled in 2023, and Harry's $20 million memoir Spare, by trading on their royal narrative of breaking free from palace constraints. Yet, Harry's fixation on royal perks undermines this story. The Guardian reported his failed £1.5 million UK security lawsuit in May 2025, where he argued for royal-level protection despite his non-working status, revealing a man caught between worlds. His Dorian demand echoed earlier tensions, like Meghan's use of HRH in private letters, which, The Sun said, infuriated Prince William, who considered stripping their titles but held back to avoid seeming vindictive. The cut noted, "Harry wants independence but craves the crown's deference, alienating both realms." The Dorian walkout wasn't his first public misstep. At a 2024 Invictus Games event, Harry reportedly bristled when introduced without HRH, though he stayed. This time, the stakes were higher, a room of Hollywood elite, not royal loyalists. Vocal media analyzed his body language. The clenched jaw, the rigid posture, it wasn't disappointment, it was wounded pride. His refusal to adapt to his post-royal reality has turned him from a trailblazer into a liability, with the Times noting, "He left the monarchy but demands its privileges, a contradiction Hollywood won't indulge." The Dorian incident has accelerated the Sussexes' fall from Hollywood's grace. Meghan's absence, attributed to a scheduling conflict, fueled speculation. She distanced herself to protect her as ever lifestyle brand, already battered by Gordon Ramsay's viral Crime Against Fruit critique of her $14 raspberry jam, which saw stockists pull products. Their Netflix deal, worth $20 million, faces non-renewal in September 2025 after flops like With Love, Meghan, 5.3 million views, 383rd globally, and Polo, 500,000 views, 3,436th. Archewell's income plummeted to $4 million, with over 40 staff exits since 2020, citing a toxic workplace. Their $14.65 million Montecito mansion, burdened by a $9.5 million mortgage and $2 million annual security costs, risks foreclosure, with Radar Online warning of bankruptcy as Harry's $26 million inheritance dwindles. Hollywood's response was swift and brutal. The Hollywood Reporter reported a major streaming platform pausing a pitch meeting, with an executive stating, "You can't pitch freedom from royalty, then throw a fit over a title." An A-list actress declined a cameo in Meghan's next project, calling it career poison. Vanity Fair noted, Harry's tantrum turned collaborators into skeptics. Hollywood runs on buzz, not bloodlines. Social media amplified the damage, with X's #Jamgate and #Prince of Entitlement hashtags hitting 15 million engagements by the 27th of July, 2025. A viral Instagram post juxtaposed Meghan sipping green juice with Harry's stormy exit captioned, "She stays calm, he storms out." The public, once sympathetic, now sees Harry as entitled, with a Mirror poll showing 87% of 6,123 respondents labeling the Sussexes opportunistic. Meghan's no-show at the Dorian Awards raised eyebrows. Known for her PR savvy, she skipped a high-profile event where she and Harry could have networked with industry titans. Page 6 cited sources claiming Meghan warned Harry against pushing the HRH issue, seeing the gala as a chance to rebuild their fading relevance, not posture as royalty. Her absence, photographed in workout gear in Montecito while Harry unraveled, sparked theories of a growing rift. The Sun reported insiders saying Meghan is weary of Harry's obsession with titles, focusing instead on salvaging as ever after its jam debacle. Reddit threads speculated she stayed home to avoid being tainted by Harry's meltdown, with one user noting, "Meghan's playing 4D chess. She knows a sinking ship when she sees one." Whether strategic or strained, her absence left Harry exposed, amplifying the perception of a couple out of sync. Buckingham Palace's refusal to comment underscores Harry's isolation. Unlike past crises, where the palace issued statements to quell rumors, they've left the Sussexes to fend for themselves. Vocal Media quoted a palace source, "Harry's no longer our problem, his battles are his own." King Charles, battling cancer, prioritizes William's future reign. With no reconciliation after a failed July 2025 aid meeting, Catherine, Princess of Wales, shone at a state banquet for President Emmanuel Macron, her Shaping Us campaign and 2024 cancer recovery earning 92% approval in a July 2025 poll of 432 Britons. Hello, contrasted her regal grace with Harry's self-inflicted chaos, noting palace aides' amusement at his Hollywood stumbles. The monarchy's stability highlights Harry's disconnect, as he clings to a title that holds no weight outside palace walls. The internet turned Harry's walkout into a cultural phenomenon. By the 27th of July, 2025, clips garnered 20 million views across platforms, with TikTok memes showing Harry storming out synced to dramatic music, captioned, "When you quit the crown but still want the crown." X posts were merciless, with one viral tweet reading, "Hollywood doesn't do HRH, it does clout." Harry forgot the memo. Gallica defended their decision, stating, "We honor talent, not titles. Our introduction followed protocol." The public's frustration wasn't just amusement but exhaustion, tired of Harry's narrative of victimhood while demanding royal deference. The Times noted, "He's not a prince here, he's a producer, and producers don't get to storm out." Harry's attempt to spin the exit as disappointment via a friendly outlet crumbled against raw footage, cementing his image as a man chasing validation, not relevance. Harry's tantrum threatens more than his pride. The Sussexes' brand built on authenticity and rebellion faces collapse. Their Netflix deal, already shaky, risks termination, with executives wary of diminishing returns, per Vocal Media. Meghan's As Ever brand, mocked online and shunned by retailers, struggles to recover. Legal battles, like Harry's security lawsuit, have drained their $26 million inheritance, and Archewell's toxic workplace allegations alienate staff. Radar Online reported their mansion's sales stalling due to negative press. Hollywood's elite, from studio heads to actors, are pulling back, with one producer telling Vanity Fair, "You can work with divas or dukes, but not both." Harry's demand for royal respect, at odds with his anti-monarchy narrative, has turned him into a punchline, not a pioneer, with the public and industry questioning his credibility. Prince Harry's furious walkout from the 2025 Dorian Television Awards, triggered by Galeka's refusal to use his Royal Highness title, exposed a prince trapped by his own contradictions. His demand for royal reverence, defying his 2020 Megxit agreement, turned a Hollywood gala into a viral spectacle, with number Royal Meltdown and number Prince of Entitlement memes, painting him as the Tantrum King. As Meghan distances herself and their Netflix deal, as Ever brand, and finances crumble, Harry's obsession with titles reveals a man adrift, alienated from both Hollywood and the monarchy. Catherine and William's regal poise, backed by public adoration, underscores the monarchy's resilience, while Harry's outburst risks reducing him to a fading figure in a town that values relevance over royalty. The lesson is clear. In Hollywood, respect is earned through authenticity, not demanded by titles, and chasing a crown you've forsaken only ensures the world moves on without you.